Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. His team comes in rested and ready off the mid-season bye week. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You look back on the game prior to the bye week, Mike, and I think that win is critical. Nobody wants to go into the bye week off of a loss. It just changes the energy in the building. Everyone starts questioning everything you're doing. You go in on a win. Everyone takes a deep breath. You're very honest about what you need to continue to improve on coming out of the bye, and we'll find out in this one whether they made those corrections.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's inside the 40, down the sideline to the 20, and they won't catch him. He'll go all the way, 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point by Pinheiro is good, and the Titans will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's going to take this all the way back. 82 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. We're on time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Blue check. Here we go. Ready? They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, The first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job of keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, if this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Once more, it's Anderson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Cowboys.
For a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Stroud. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play for the Cowboys. 33 yards. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches up? It's first and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Henderson is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10.
Yellow, one. Let's go now.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. DeMarion Overshown there on the tackle. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6.
Check White.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Ready?
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Right,
7-yard gain. That's good for a Titans first
check
down.
White.
A gain of 7.
Here's Gibbs. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. Check. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
Down. Yellow, 22. Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
97.
First down. First and goal, Tennessee.
Now Love. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. But it's probably a touchdown.
That one taken in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown Titans.
Touchdown.
His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Hardman now to return it. He gets 3. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 82 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it. But when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike, and it's because we don't see it very often in a world of the ever-increasing touchback. We don't see a lot of returns in this league, so when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Quick, yellow.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact. Got to be better.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Quick. Check right.
Now Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Former third overall pick, Quentin Williams. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. This returnable for Hardman. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go. Robbie. 18. Let's hit.
On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it second down and 7. Stroud to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Why Tony?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown Cowboys. No problem there on the extra point. And the Cowboys have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10.
Check pink.
Here's Lowe to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. Down to the 10. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdowns Tennessee. His 4th TD grab of the season.
The extra point is good. Makes the score Cowboys 28, Titans 21.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. Stroud to throw here on first down. That pass reels it in on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I love this call, Mike. Second down and short, one of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield, take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Stroud. Going for it all. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Right side and brought in by Williams. They'll look to pick up the pace.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
They'll go. It's Stroud. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Henderson now on first and 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his second touchdown in this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Titans offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. From the 44-yard line. Here's second and 1. They hand it to Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Come on, set.
To throw is Love. That's caught by Teslar. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, That's the definition of teach tape. Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Yellow.
It's 3rd and 4.
Check pink.
Love. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Tennessee.
Now Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yellow. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set. Ready.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This is about as short as you can get. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Titans will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. That's taken in by Horton. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Stroud. Finally caught is Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Stroud trying to rally the troops and get them to the line quickly.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the air one more time. Take a shot downfield for Musgrave. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And now the Cowboys will take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Smith again. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down, Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one is good. And the Cowboys will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We are into Week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Colts at home to take on the Commanders. And this is the Commanders' wideout. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This will wind up as a 72-yard touchdown grab. The Commanders just keep on rolling. They are now 8-0 as they get the win. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Dak Prescott. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Bears come away with a victory. They win by 6. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville. The Jags taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is Bucky Irving. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Dolphins get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Hardman now to return it. And he will dive into the end zone. 82 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. The Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead.
45, Titans 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, It's Love. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Tenn has it working the middle. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To throw is Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On second down, Love. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Third down and 2 yards to go.
Set, ready. Blue 32. Set.
Here's Love. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, there's a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 8.
Ready, ready. 33. Ready.
Throwing is Love. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Yellow, line.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Titans. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans are able to cut into the deficit. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Once again, it's Smith. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
Across midfield to the 49-yard
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Second and 2.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
On fourth down, Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Titans offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Try again. It's second and 10. Love to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Harrison Jr.
Check
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Now Love. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go. 50. Go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. The second effort were going to get him the first down. Looked like he might be stopped short, but he was able to break free and take it beyond the markers.
First down.
Check White.
A gain of 7. First down, Tennessee.
Here goes check. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Down.
First and 10 at the
10 block.
13-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Lowe to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Big Rover Stewart. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Quick.
Work to
yellow.
do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Set. Yellow.
Here's Love. That's caught by Harrison right side. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
A gain of 10 yards.
Ready.
And it's third down.
Black.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 9.
Come on. Set. Yellow. Ready. Ready. Set.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
Black rock. Check pitch.
Back to throw is Love. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Jackson.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Oh, the ball comes out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
60 red.
Now, this looks like a design run. Oh, the ball's out. It looked like the Titans were able to get back on this one. Indeed, they did. So, Tennessee keeps the ball.
50 green. Ready.
For
Go.
Slaw, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll get this out wide, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage in the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
That's going to be caught. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Wait. What's the hot, let the hot.
On the give, it's Henderson. Oh, a loose football. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he will score! Game off! Deebo Samuel! Touchdown, Tennessee. That his second TD catch of the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Hardman now to return it. He'll get across the 5. That's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He's got a man. That's Horton. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
And he will get into the end zone. Elijah Mitchell. Touchdown, Titans. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they will finally run him down. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 11. 18. What's that? Hey, south.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try to run for it with Smith. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 19.
Here's Stroud. That one taken in by Mitchell. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Second down, goal to go.
There's the hot. Oh, ready? 118.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Tony, swap. Mother swap.
Throwing here on third and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. His kick is good. He got it. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is second and 7.
Let's go. Check White.
Mitchell. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Quick block.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Yellow.
To get a 3.
They'll drop to throw.
And 4.
Has his man. It's Samuel. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Hardman now to return it. Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown Cowboys.
Doesn't it feel like we go weeks at a time, Mike, without a nice return in the kicking game? But now here late in the fourth quarter, he finds a crease and he hits the hole and doesn't stop until he's celebrating in the end zone.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
52.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. Now it's Mitchell. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Watch out now. 53. Black swap.
They'll run here. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by DeMarvion Overshow. A gain of a
Second down throw for Love. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Run.
Complete to Emo Samuel. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
To throw is Love. Whoa. He's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Black swap.
From the gun, it's Love. Pass complete there to Harrison.
On the ball.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick. Yellow.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play.
Check White.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3.
Opposite.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Makes the score Cowboys 62. Titans 59.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
The Titans offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
That's
Cut.
Harrison in motion.
Cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Jordan Love sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's fourth down.
Quick, yellow.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.